Have you ever asked ChatGPT a question, and it gave you a totally wrong answer? Or seen an AI make a mistake that seemed kinda dumb? Well, you're not alone, and today we're going to talk about why AI gets things wrong sometimes, even though it feels so smart most of the time. We're going to break it down into 3 big reasons: bias, hallucination, and bad or limited training data. Let's jump in, and don't worry, no tech degree needed. I'll explain it like we're chatting over coffee. First, let's get one thing straight. AI, especially language models like ChatGPT, doesn't think. It doesn't know things the way humans do. Imagine a really advanced parrot that reads everything on the internet, then tries to guess the most likely next word when you ask it something. That's basically how it works. So when it gets things wrong, it's not because it's trying to trick you. It just doesn't really understand the world. It only understands patterns. Let's talk about bias. Think of AI as a kid who learns about the world by reading everything online: news articles, blogs, Reddit, social media, even comments on YouTube. Now imagine if you learned everything you know from the internet. You'd have some messed up ideas too, right? If the internet has certain opinions, stereotypes, or unfair views, the AI might learn those same things. That's what we mean by bias. If you ask an AI to describe a CEO, and it always says he, that might be because most articles online refer to CEOs as men. The AI didn't choose to be sexist, it just reflects what it was trained on. So when AI gives biased answers, it's not evil, but it's not neutral either. It reflects the data it was fed. Now, this one's kinda wild. Sometimes, AI just invents things. It's called hallucination. No, it's not tripping on mushrooms. In the AI world, hallucination means when the model says something that sounds real but is completely made up. You ask it for a quote from a famous person, and it gives you a great sounding quote, but the person never actually said it. Or you ask for a source, and it gives you a fake website or journal article. Why? Because the AI is guessing. It's trying to sound right, not be right. Imagine a student who didn't study for the test but still writes a confident answer. They might get it right, or they might totally make it up. That's how hallucination works in AI. Lastly, let's talk about training data. AI learns from what it's fed. If you train a model on data from 2019, and you ask it who won the 2024 Olympics, it just doesn't know. It's like asking someone to name the latest movies if they've been living under a rock for 5 years. Let's say you ask an AI to give legal advice based on laws in your country. But if it wasn't trained on your country's laws, it might give you advice that's totally wrong, or based on another country's laws. Or worse, it might just guess and sound confident about it. AI doesn't know what it doesn't know, it just tries to fill in the blanks. So can we trust AI? The short answer: sometimes. AI can be incredibly helpful, summarizing, generating ideas, helping with homework, or translating languages. But you always need to use your own judgment. Think of AI as a smart assistant, not a wise guru. Check its facts. Use common sense. And if something feels off, double check it. So, to recap, AI makes mistakes because it inherits bias from the internet. It sometimes hallucinates answers. It has gaps in its knowledge from outdated or limited training data. It's not evil. It's not stupid. But it's definitely not perfect. If you've ever wondered how something so smart could be so wrong, now you know. It's smart in patterns, but not in truth. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's the weirdest or funniest mistake AI has ever made for you? Down finger.